The Rivian R1S is an electric truck that you've never heard of before, probably because it is one of the best kept secrets in automobile-ness. Hi, I'm Eric. I make videos on cars, and I was at the Los Angeles Auto Show today for the debut of the R1S. It is a 750 horsepower equivalent truck, which is powered only by 4 electric motors, one at each wheel, of course, and this seems to have taken the auto industry by surprise. My apologies if the audio wasn't that great. I was at the press release and I was a little bit far away from the stage, so this is about as good as it's gonna get, and I'm shooting this video at about midnight the day after the press release. Hopefully I'll get it up in the morning. Okay, maybe it's not the best kept secret in the world, but where is General Motors? Where is Ford? Where is Honda? Where are all the other manufacturers with an electric truck? You look at Tesla, for example, and they've got an SUV, they've got the Model X. They don't have a truck in the lineup. This thing seems to tick all the boxes, so let's talk about it. Here's what's so cool about the truck. It does definitely have that sort of prototype look to it, but it has a towing capacity of 3,500 kilograms. That's about 7,700 pounds. That's a lot. That's up there in like big brute diesel territory. 400-mile range and 0 to 60 in 3.0 seconds. That is blazing fast. It has 4 motors. They're each making about 147 kilowatts each. And what's really cool about it is that if you're climbing, for example, if you're doing some off-road situation and you want to apply instant torque to a wheel, there's going to be some driveline inefficiencies. It's going to take a moment for the power to get from the engine through the transmission, through the transfer case, all the way to the wheels. When you have an electric motor at each wheel, it's instantaneous.
And sitting on the outside of both in the front and the rear of the vehicle, we have what we call a quad drive system. And that quad drive system delivers 147 kilowatts of power per wheel. Each wheel is controlled individually by a single motor. And what that allows us to do is to very precisely send torque to any wheel in any direction instantaneously. We can do things like torque vectoring. So if you're at a high-speed condition, the vehicle can feel very agile. If you're in a very slippery surface, let's say you're off-road, let's say you're rock crawling, let's say you're in the mud, let's say you're on a dirt trail, we can send torque instantaneously wherever it needs to go. And we're sending close to 800 horsepower to the ground, 14,000 newton meters of torque. And what that allows, in addition to this beautiful dynamic performance, the ability to place torque where you need it, allows very brisk acceleration. So I mentioned before, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. The vehicle goes fully up to 100 in under 7 seconds. Top speed on the vehicles is 125 for these vehicles. We didn't think they needed to go much faster than 125, but the vehicles are very quick on the way to get there.
So the R1S is an SUV and the R1T is a truck. The truck has a higher towing capacity. It is about 11,000 pounds. That's awesome. Like, I could tow like 2 of my race cars like that, or a multi-car trailer. That would be incredible. And there's something else that's really surprising about this that's actually quite Porsche-like. And I'm not talking about the power. I'm talking about the storage space in the front where the engine would normally be. It's a frunk.
As we think about the design of the interior, that's fitting all the people, it's fitting your gear, but we've also put a lot of time into thinking about the other storage compartments. We have a very large front trunk, or a frunk, with 330 liters of storage. And we're going to show you this trunk opening up, and it can fit all kinds of stuff, whether that's your cooler, your backpack, your full-size suitcase, even a golf bag. And this is something that's easy to get into, loading things, it's easy to take things out of, and very importantly, not only does it power up, it powers down. So if you're pulling grocery bags out, it makes it easy to access that storage compartment.
It does have this crazy front end with this huge light bar situation and the headlights. He says it's close to production. My question is this really going to comply with the DOT North American regulations for headlights and such? I don't know. The headlight regulations have been stuck in the past for a long time. This thing does look pretty cool. I posted it to one of my Facebook groups, and it seemed to be a little bit controversial, so it seems to be very polarizing if people like this treatment up front. And the interior looks pretty cool too. I mean, it definitely has sort of a high luxury look. The one thing that I don't like about it that is true of a lot of EVs is that it's touchscreen. Let's say you are going off-roading, you're going camping and stuff, you've got your hands dirty, you've been out in the mud, you try to touch that screen. That's not so great. When you want to adjust the temperature, you want to get some fan on the window, you want to get the AC going, touching that big screen with your big old dirty fingers, I don't know how well it's going to work. I'd rather see some traditional controls, especially in something like a truck that's going to take a lot of abuse. So I'm pretty excited for this truck. The reception was really, really strong. There was a lot of clapping afterwards. There seemed to be a lot of genuine interest in it. It's going to be built at an old Mitsubishi plant, I think in Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. They're talking about a late 2020 release. If you want to order one right now, you can go online and put down your $1,000 deposit. You might be able to get this truck, and this is a whole lot more real than the Devil 16, that's for sure. They've got a team of over 500 people. I think he said 562. And they seem to be pretty serious. He talked about infrastructure and sort of getting a whole delivery system in place for this vehicle. It seems to be, to me, pretty real so far. We'll see if it's vaporware. We've got a couple years before it's released. Most new cars don't make it to market from new manufacturers, but there does seem to be a shift going on right now in the automotive world towards electrification. GM is moving there, Ford's moving there, but I think this truck, if they get it to market, is going to be out before any of those guys. I'm Eric. I'll see you in the next video. I'll be at the auto show again tomorrow.